to Virtual Tarot, Leo. Can you purr?
I can.
Go ahead. What? Okay, we're gonna put a sound effect in here.
Like that. I think you can.
Oh, she does. We suck at purring. Okay, so welcome to the month of Winter Solstice, or the month of December, Leo. This is a really special month, a month where we will be inviting you into a special ritual that Ava will lead. Actually, she's already led it.
Yes.
We did it last night.
Yes.
Yes.
But it's a nice thing to actually tune into. Well, you can tune into it anytime, but most particularly on December 21st, the night of the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year.
Right.
And
it
was
was
night.
so beautiful last
so
night.
beautiful.
We had all four queens present.
Yes, representing the four elements.
The four corners.
The four corners, the south, east, west, and north
Yes.
of our Mother Earth.
Yes. And can I do a shout out to our other queens?
Yes.
I do a shout out to Tona, our Queen of Pentacles. She's so lovely. And a shout out to Jerusa,
Yes.
our Brazilian goddess.
Yes.
We're the Queen of Cups. Ava was the Queen of Wands.
I just represented you.
Yes, because we were a Cup Queen. We had a Cup Queen. And I was the Queen of Swords, or Air,
Air.
as I really am.
Yes, and they all represent various powers, external and internal.
Yeah, like superpowers.
Superpowers.
Yes.
Part of our heritage.
Yes.
Our superpower heritage.
It's like your queenly superpowers. So if you want to find out which queen you are,
yes,
take our quiz.
Take our quiz and then watch the ceremony and identify yourself with whichever queen is most like you.
Resonating with you? Yeah, absolutely.
So-
Okay, so Virtual Tarot is a very special place to come if you want to learn about tarot, or if you just like to hang out with two very best friends
Yes.
who like to read tarot and also discuss
The
cards
The cards.
as
And-
we share with you.
But we have interests outside of the cards too, and that is also moves into the area of reconnecting women to the feminine divine, to the powers of telepathy that reside within you all, and through the tarot, most specifically.
That's right. So we're going to do a 4-card spread for you. We do it every month. It's really fun because you get to learn a little bit about the cards, get to learn a little bit about yourself, and you also have a little bit of a forecast going into the month.
Yeah, and it's a 4-card spread. The first card represents the overall tone of the month, and this will be the month of December for you, Leo.
The last reading of the year.
The last reading of the year.
Second card represents your challenge.
And the third card is the unexpected, forewarned, forearmed.
It's very important.
Very important.
Then you have a leg up on the competition.
That's right. And the last one
The
is
outcome
the outcome
of the month and the year.
and the year. So
This is a big reading.
yes. So let's recap.
What happened?
All right. Let me.
Leo, last month, we had the 10 of Cups
Oh yes. Inverted.
reversed, which I call the 10 of Cups, the Taste the Rainbow card, because there's a big rainbow, and it always reminds me of the Skittles commercials. But it's like, you know, basically pure happiness and joy, and you reach the culmination of this, you know, emotional state of fulfillment with family. It's sort of the happy ever after, the end of a fairy tale kind of card. However, this card was inverted. So we had said perhaps it's just taken a really long time to get there, and the journey hasn't quite completed itself.
Right. Some delays may be possible, or some interruption in the journey towards that beautiful rainbow.
So it's not quite the fairy tale ending.
It's not quite.
But you can see it on the
But
horizon.
yes, but it's visible.
Yes.
And even inverted, it is a positive card.
Yeah.
Saying that you're at least on that road and you know where you're going.
Yes.
So the second card in your challenge position was the Ten of Pentacles upright.
It's a great card, except in the challenge position.
Yes.
Because your challenge is obviously family, practical help, financial foundation, assistance, and maybe there's just not quite enough to go around. That's one possibility. Or perhaps there's some sort of expectation surrounding family money that hasn't been met as of yet.
And or mom and dad or your grandparents will need assistance, and maybe you have to help extended family is in some way. You might have to.
And they may expect that help.
Yes, or they may, or you just might be challenged in how you can help.
Yeah, well, and then there's the road in the 10 too, which is interesting because it's like this invitation. Like, follow the road into culpability or family responsibility. And you're like,
yes,
I know that road. I've traveled that road.
That's right.
So then the next
and the next card.
She has her trusty little book that I made for her.
It's so beautiful.
And I gave her
it's the Hierophant.
Yeah.
Upright.
We you know, first thing that comes to mind with the Hierophant is always tradition, family values, since we had that 10 of Pentacles and we had that 10 of Cups.
Might be a wedding.
Could be.
Or a ceremony. Unexpectedly, you might be invited to a beautiful ceremony in a traditional.
Somehow there's a wedding or some sort of union that affects you, perhaps.
And or you receive counseling, because it's also a counsel card. So you receive some sort of counseling as well.
And then the last card?
The Three of Cups upright. So you end the year celebrating.
Right.
With your friends.
Maybe there's a nice party that you enjoy. And of course it was Thanksgiving, and so we said, hey Leo, get all your family members together and watch every single video.
Yes.
While you enjoy some cocktails. Yes. So anyway,
so there it is.
Let's see what happened. Let's see if we ever made it. Down the road, all the way to the 10 of Cups.
Let's see what
upright. So do we get that fairy tale ending at the end of the year, Ava? So it's all in her hands. She's shuffling the cards.
Look at that.
This very moment. Okay, I want you to get a look at Ava's face. And then I want you to look at this card. Because the tarot is so amazing. And when we read this, we read for every sign every month. So we're doing 12 readings a month, okay? And somehow, some way, you can give up your cake, it's okay. Somehow, some way, the same cards come up for the signs and tell a story. And the reason I said all that is that we have the Hierophant.
Not upright, but reversed.
Yes, so there was something about that Hierophant last month that was important in the position of the unexpected.
So unexpectedly, you had to adapt to some traditional rules, regulations, organizations. You had to fit in, literally fit in.
Right. Yeah, and it could even be, you know, the Hierophant can represent government, beyond the church even.
It can.
Anything that is a prescribed value system of, you know, an organization, a group.
Yes, yes. So it can be any of that, but you're having trouble with that.
Yes, and I love this card.
Yes, because it's...
we love this card.
It's the hippy-dippy card.
It's the hippy-dippy card. It's the card of the bohemian.
Yeah.
So you
So you say...
Yeah, you have
How was that?
forsaken all of that traditional stuff.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, I'm tired of fitting in.
Right. You threw your shoes out. You're barefoot.
I'm going to grow my hair out.
Grow your hair out. You start putting your thumb out. You just go.
Yeah.
So that's basically it. It really is the rebel.
Yeah.
The
It's
rebel.
like you get on a motorcycle.
Yeah. Feel the wind moving in your hair.
Yeah, it is a rebellious
It's
card.
a rebellious card. So in some way
Yes.
you rebel against something or some institution or organization or
Right.
laws or something. You're a rebel.
Yes.
This month.
Maybe just experiencing that side of your personality this month.
Yeah.
You know, because
yeah.
Leos
Leos
can be rebels.
Well, they are the fixed sign. So they're the least likely to rebel of all the...
Really?
Oh yeah, they're fixed. So they tend to be a little bit more stable than the other fire signs.
I always thought that the pride caused the rebelliousness. You know, the proud lion, you know, I mean, the ego
Well, they have
of
that.
the lion.
But they, you know, they're great leaders of industry because they like organization. They feel comfortable, generally speaking, in large organizations. So this is a discomfort in some sort of organization this month. So yes.
Which is unusual, as Ava is saying.
So let's just see
for a Leo
what your challenge might be. Oh, look at that. Ace of Cups.
Well, this is also the, if you want to get married card, let's go back to the Hierophant, because the Ace of Cups just came up. Well, or if someone around you wants to marry, this card kind of says that's not going to happen.
It's a challenge. So your love is a challenge this month. Some love relationships.
You're holding back.
Yes. Something that maybe even offered you is a challenge, an offer of love.
So there's something offered to you that would perhaps sustain you, and maybe you know that emotionally it would be
to your benefit. Right.
However, it seems as if this non-traditional sort of atmosphere,
maybe concomitant with it or attached to it in some way,
could have you sort of holding back.
And you don't want to become a part of that whole system.
Yeah, which is so obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is if you're not a lover of marriage.
Yes.
This could have, you know, if you know, you're in a situation where your new love is offered to you, perhaps a bad marriage, a parent's bad marriage, a bad experience with marriage.
Maybe a bad experience with marriage, you know, in your memory has made you daunted. You're daunted.
Or, and that's from a love perspective, or if this is, you know, your career, it could only mean, you know, you're offered a promotion or you're offered accolade, and you know, you don't really even accept it or process it because you don't even really buy into the whole idea.
Yeah, you don't buy into the system that comes along with it.
Right.
So there you go.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, that's a good card.
Oh yeah.
Wow, okay, so what do we have in the position? This is a really great end of the year reading for Leo.
Wow.
Because we have the Ten of Swords.
Reversed.
Reversed.
Which is good. You wouldn't want it upright.
No, you wouldn't, because it can even speak to violence.
Yeah, it can. But this is moving away from that. Unexpectedly, you overcome, you might even dodge some bullet. You know what I mean? In a metaphorically speaking. You avoid some sort of something that would feel like a backstabbing incident.
Right, wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you avoid it. You sidestep it. Maybe that's why that's why the hippie card came up. In that by not moving in a more traditional way, that you avoid the potential.
Getting killed. Becoming someone's roadkill, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't mean that literally,
but yeah.
Metaphorically speaking.
Yeah.
Yes. So
unexpectedly, you sidestep.
You sidestep. You
Yes.
avoid.
Because this card just came out of nowhere. It just flies out of nowhere.
And so you avoid disaster of some sort.
Yeah, but it's a close call.
It's a close call.
And it's quick.
And it's quick. And you go, oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad that didn't happen.
Right. It's just like sometimes when I'm running.
Right.
I did this the other day. I was running, I was gonna cross the street, and I looked to my left, and a UPS truck was like this far away from me, probably going 50 miles an hour. You know what I mean? And I was just like getting ready to turn. Of course I would have looked left and right, but you look and there's like zoop.
All right.
And you're like, that's how quick.
Oh, it can happen really rapidly.
Where you dodge a bullet and you find out after.
You actually...
The bullet was even there, right?
Yeah, you only get nervous afterwards.
Yes.
So it could be some sort of... Well, if it's not literally that, it gives you a kind of feel for what we're driving at.
Mm-hmm.
So something in that realm of possibilities.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's
it's
see.
kind of like a little wake-up call, too.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm so curious. Look at that.
Huh. Okay. This is the very last card of the year, Leo. The very last card of the year. And what are you doing? I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. Don't tell me how to do it. I've been doing it this way for a very long time.
Right. And you're your own person, and you are defending your position, whatever position, whether that's your passion, you're defending your passion, you're defending your ideas, you're defending what you've already achieved, and you are higher up than the rest of them. So they're below you trying to usurp your position,
Mm-hmm.
and you ward off that competition from a higher position with that wand in his hand.
Right.
And you avoid getting embroiled in some sort of system that would probably take you down.
Right. Isn't that interesting that this whole, you know, first we had the Hierophant last month
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
in that position, in the upright, in the position of the unexpected.
Yes.
And this month we have the 10 in the position of the unexpected.
Yes.
So it seems as if, you know, you turned that sort of on its head,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
but at the same time, you know, that what it is basically you've turned this structure that you find yourself within upside down.
Upside down, right.
And by doing so, you dodge a bullet somehow.
Yeah, you do. You do. You avoid something
something that would have caused you great distress.
That's right. That's right. You
And
avoid it. Just like
or
like
even
she
violence,
would.
even
or
violence.
Even violence you avoid. And again, this time of year it could happen.
By being unconventional.
By being unconventional.
So that will work to your favor. And it doesn't even have to mean you are a rebel.
No, it doesn't.
It only means that you approach things from a non-traditional point of view, correct?
That's exactly right. It doesn't. We're just kind of exaggerating with the hippie.
Yeah, and the
analogy.
rebel. I mean, you
And the
know,
rebel, it can
that's
be you
extreme.
remain right in the system, but you do it your own way.
in a non-traditional.
In a non-traditional
by
way.
asking questions and by
Right.
exploring.
And by exploring the offer that's presented you. There's some sort of offer, and you kind of hold back, and your challenge is to really understand this offer, to accept it, to not accept it. What do I do with this offer
Mhm.
of love, of a creative offer of some sort?
Mm-hmm.
So that's an interesting reading for you, Leo. And we'd like to hear back a little bit from
Yeah, it's
Lou.
very
It's
interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and what is
So-
this all about? Having to defend your
defend
turf, basically.
Your turf, yeah, you have to defend your turf at the end. So, however it occurs in your life, it would be interesting if you could, drop us a note.
Yes.
And
Thank
say
you.
something about it.
Yeah, we'd
Yeah.
love to hear sort of how this
Right.
all turns out for you. And of course, we would love to invite you to receive a personal reading if you have more questions about this reading, because we read for all the Leos
Of the world,
of the world,
but not
the
every
entire
Leo
universe.
has the same.
If you're an alien and you're tuning in, I always
And
have to
this
throw
would be the
aliens
month,
in.
if you've never had a reading with us, this would be the month to have a reading because we've lowered our prices for Christmas.
That's right.
And so go to our site, virtualtarot.wordpress.com. You can see it down right below, right?
Right there, or you can click here for a menu.
And peruse our menu from there and choose one, and we respond right away.
Yes, and we read for quite a few Leos.
Quite a few of every sign.
Of every
Leos,
sign, yes. And a reading will really, I think, help you sort of sort through end of year, sort of any questions that you might have.
And maybe even we have also a year forecast. Our yearly
that will
forecast.
Be coming up, yeah.
So,
that will be coming up. But
I mean, there's a reading on the menu if they would like a year.
Oh, I see. Yes, yes.
Vision
For a
into the
personal yearly forecast. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, and we really, at the end of the year, want to thank our subscribers.
Thank you. And please subscribe and share.
Yes.
It's so nice of you to do so, and we appreciate it very, very much.
We're almost at 10,000 now.
We are almost there.
Yes, so subscribe so that we can go out and continue to find crazy new outfits.
Wear these outfits.
And white tulle capes.
Endless.
And kitty cat ears.
Cute.
Happy holidays. Ho,
Happy
ho,
holidays.
ho. She's
Ho,
the
ho,
ho. I'm not the ho.
This month I'm the ho.
Okay. Bye.
All right.